going on? Don't tell me you want to chat.
About what Shane and I spoke about before.
I don't know. Whatever you want to chat about.
I'm under the assumption I'm being Reaper voted.
Reaper voted? For what?
I've fallen out of line with the club's rules.
Have you done that?
I'm unable to hurt the people I care about. If it was to help the club.
Okay, and who is that?
Flop and Ziggy.
Flop and Ziggy. So what, you're saying if Flop was to kidnap one of your guys, hold him up, threaten their life, and you're a part of a six to go save him, you're saying you wouldn't shoot Flop to save one of your own guys?
He wouldn't do that to begin with.
Okay, hypothetical. He's gone crazy. He's gone mad. I've seen it happen before with people in this club. I'm sure you have as well. He's on fucking drugs, alcohol, whatever vice you want to fucking come up with. Yeah, you're telling me you wouldn't shoot Flop to save one of your own guys?
It heavily depends on the situation.
So no. Crazy. I've been doing this a long time, and if anyone ever posed a question like that to me, my first response isn't, oh, it depends on the situation. When it comes to situations like that, there is no other variable that matters. Somebody holds up and threatens the life of somebody you're blooded into a club with, you shoot that cunt. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your brother, your sister, your mother, your daughter, the fucking mayor, your uncle, president of fucking Los Santos. If they're threatening a fucking club member, especially a club member, you know, club that you're a part of and have been a part of for a very long time, concerns me that your response to that is, oh, it depends on the circumstance or the situation.
I understand that. That's why I said I've fallen out of line with the club's rules.
Clearly. When did this happen? When did you come to this realization that you couldn't protect your own guys if it was somebody you had some slight feelings for?
A very long time ago.
A long time ago? So why is it only being brought up now? Was it before you joined the club? How long ago are we talking?
When I shot my own brother. I told myself I wouldn't do that again because I live with that fucking every day.
And who was your brother?
Right event. He died years ago. I sprayed his ashes up at the court center.
So when you realized that you were no longer aligned with the club, why didn't you bring that up? at the moment you realize? Or did you just kind of hope that it would never be, you'd never be put in a situation where you'd have to act on it and you could just kind of coast along and just hope for the best?
Part of me hoped, the other part didn't know until we started having tensions with Flop.
Because the club was good with Flop, that it was a prospect at one point that, you know, you'd never be put in a situation. What happened when he, what happens if he made it into the club? He was blooded in. Would you have a problem then? What if he made it into being blood into this fucking club, and then down the line did something so fucking horrendous against the club and had to get blooded out? That answers that. Why do you think I let Ziggy walk without catching a fucking bullet?
Oh.
Because of me.
Because of you. You know, I'm pretty sure Shang's the only other person in this club that even knows about that. Do you know why? Not because I didn't trust the club to know that knowledge, but I didn't want even the slightest of chances of people thinking that they could come into this club and just walk away whenever the fuck they want. It's not that I wanted to hide Z dying. It makes no difference whether or not he gets a bullet in the head. People seem to survive all these fucking bloodouts regardless. But the only reason I didn't put metal to his fucking skull was because of you, Rue. Because we had that conversation in the bar before I had a conversation with him out on that island. And it was very clear to me that obviously this guy meant a lot to you, and, you know, when you're a part of my club, of course you're going to mean a lot to me and a lot to everybody standing here. And I made the executive decision against my own better judgment that I'd have him blooded out of the club, but shooting him in the fucking head wouldn't have changed much. The only thing it would have changed is the effect it had on you. Since you've been around for so long, you're a very valuable member of this club, and I thought, well, even though if I put it to a vote with the rest, they'd probably say, clean him up, fuck him, whatever. Fuck the club, you know, fuck who cares about him, whatever. But went to a vote, probably would have ended up the same way as every blood out of this fucking club, but after the chats we had, you know, I don't know. I think it was the right decision. You know, try and be the good guy for once. At least to people in my own club, you know. I don't care how I'm perceived around the rest of the city, you know. Bad guy, shit cunt, fucking, you know, doing whatever he wants, only hangs out, cares about his club, whatever. But at least to, you know, my own club, I like to be seen a certain way, I guess. It's not always in my control, you know, my frequent absences and stuff recently, but you know, I like to think I do what I can for the people I care about. And those people I care about, funnily enough, are all in this club. Except I have a few family members of my own that live in this city. Now you ask me if my sister Andy Jones held up Cora here at gunpoint and said, "I'm gonna fucking kill Cora," for whatever fucking reason. You can use whatever hypothetical you want. I get a call from someone saying, "Hey, Cora's being held up by your fucking sis at Legion Square Bank." Ask me what I'd do.
What would you do?
I'd shoot her in the fucking head! Because if I have a fucking family member at that point that knows how important this fucking club is to me, right? Holding up one of my fucking members, There is no, oh, it depends on the situation. Oh, it depends on the circumstance. I shoot her in the fucking head, and I've told her that multiple fucking times. I'm not saying that, you know, you have to live in this city without having people you care about in this fucking club, right? But I do expect those relationships, when it comes down to it, that you value this fucking club above all else. And if you've got family member that are dumb enough cunts to fucking jeopardize that, then you keep them the hell the fuck away from the fucking club. Because if you really wanted to skirt past this decision, just hope for the best and hope it never comes, it is possible for that to never reach the fucking surface. It truly is, and it's really not that hard. Oh, when you got people like this fucking flop cunt, and I can assure you, I don't even know if he got removed from being a prospect or if he just fucking left. I can assure you after all this shit went down, you know, last I heard he was pretty buddy-buddy with fucking Sean. I'm sure he's got some very splendid things to say about ADMC, and if he's someone that's close to you, I'm sure you talk to him a fucking lot, just like you do to fucking Ziggy. Why? Because that cunt got fucking spared and left alive for you, right? So that you would have the luxury of still being able to talk to that fucking cunt, right? And I'm sure when, you know, when you're back at your fucking house or whatever, I'm sure not everything they say about ADMC is probably that fucking positive and fair fucking enough. But if that's enough to affect how you see yourself in this fucking club and what you value in this fucking city, I don't know what to tell you. I've been doing this longer than anybody fucking here in multiple different fucking clubs, and there has never been a point in my fucking life when someone poses that fucking question to me where I go, I don't know. When you wear a fucking patch in my club, regardless if I'm PM, VP, road captain, high command, patch member, the second I'm blooded in, it's irrelevant. Patches should be the thing you fucking care about. And if one person, oh, I guess I'll say two, but you know, the other one I consider a ghost at this point. If Flop is one person that you want to throw all this shit away for, then man, it's a very different conversation than we had before and after this whole shit went down on that fucking rooftop overlooking the fucking yard. A lot of things you said there that don't seem to be lining up with your stance now. So I have another question to ask you. Did you fucking lie to me on that fucking rooftop?
No, I didn't.
You know what's just as bad as lying, though? Leaving things out. Some people think just because they don't comment on something that, oh well, I'm not lying because I didn't bring it up, so I never said something. And as you just said, you've known about this little conflict of interest for months now at this point, right? You didn't think in that conversation when, you know, and I'll be real, pretty personal conversation, which not a lot of people in this club get with me. Nice one-on-one, or actually open up a bit, right? I gave that to you, and you didn't think at any point during that situation you'd be like, you know what, Barry? Hey, just by the way, I'm having some thoughts about, you know, my family, and that if it came down to it, I wouldn't be able to fucking pull the trigger. And maybe, and I say maybe there could have been something there that could have been said to help guide you in the right direction, and maybe, you know, you could see things a little differently as to why I am the way that I am and why I expect people in this club to be the way that they are. Maybe there could have been something said. But no, you didn't lie. You just didn't feel it was right to bring it up. For whatever reason, whether you didn't want it to come to the surface at that point, you didn't feel like you had the energy to try and solve that issue. You know, there are some other people that were in this club that did the same thing. All those little rodents that ended up doing the fucking house heist. You know what their biggest thing was? That, oh, Barry, there's been problems under the surface for ages that no one fucking told me about. Every single problem they had and every single little justification they had for wanting to leave the club was, oh, well, there are all these problems. And I asked them, well, did you bring them up to me? They go, well, oh, you should have known, or Shang or Edbert or Cora should have known, or, you know, this, that, the other. Like, people should have known, right? It's just when people try and expect me to solve, I'm more than happy to solve other people's fucking problems. I really, I don't have an issue with it. But the issue becomes when those problems aren't fucking set, you know? At that point, is it any better than a fucking lie? Is silence better than lying? You know, I don't know. At least with a lie, it's like
No.
there's some kind of chance that some kind of message can be fucking interpreted. But silence is just... you know, what can anyone be expected to do to try and solve that? Which makes me think, Brew, that you never intended on trying to get it solved. You just, again, as you said, just hope for the fucking best that it would never come to the fucking surface, right?
I did. And this is something I've known about for years and years, so I'll be honest, I've been complacent with it. Which is on me.
And yet you still wanted to progress through the club ranks. Still wanted to get up there, put your name in the hat for command or secretary or whatever role you ended up wanting being. So not only did you become complacent, but then you also still wanted to rise up the ranks within the club. You know, what if you were standing here as a fucking high command now, or worse, a VP? You know? So it's not even just wanting to hold on to your own values, it's wanting to hold on to your values while still getting all the benefits of being in this fucking club. You know, and I just find that a bit of a spit in the face, really. You know, if you were just standing here as a patch member that didn't really have any ambition of going up any higher in the club or wanting to lead anything or do anything or contribute anyway, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I should have saw the signs, you know. But when someone says, you know, they want to progress and they want this, that, the other, and then they know deep down that they have this unresolved issue and they make no attempt to try and fucking solve it, you know. Because the reality is, you know, it's just because you feel that way doesn't mean it's you would feel that way forever. I mean, there have been people in this club that have probably valued certain people over the club, but then after being in the club longer, they realize what's really important. Not saying that may have ever happened with you, but well, fuck, you'd never fucking know because you never tried to fucking solve it. How did this all come to fruition? How did this all come to the surface, this conversation? Why are we standing here? Like, what? How did Shang? Where did you find this out from, Shang? Or did Rue tell her herself?
We had a meeting where we discussed where retirement lies in path as that anyone in ADMC can take, I suppose. And everyone seemed at some point to glance towards Rue, for whatever reason.
Why is that, Rue? Who glanced at you, and why is that? No?
Cora and Tally. I don't know.
You don't know. Have you told anybody else about concept of retiring?
No.
Have you ever wanted to retire from this club?
It has crossed my mind.
Just to give some backstory here. I've been speaking to every single member in the club, trying to figure out where this idea is coming from after I heard it from Benny. And so, one channel after another, I've been speaking to every single person, trying to find out where the idea is that this cut is some kind of 9 to 5. I'm eventually going to leave the club and pursue another job in another group somewhere else. And so, the talk is coming to everyone. At least you had the guts to be fucking honest about it.
So you realized quite a long time ago that you didn't quite line up with the club anymore after the death of your brother, and you know you've known this for a while, and your solution to that was, hopefully I'll just retire. I mean, That's the easiest way out, right? Without having to deal with any potential future issues, right? You knew there was an issue and your solution wasn't, hey, who do I need to talk to in the club to try and fix this? It was, oh, fuck, hopefully I can maybe retire. That sounds pretty good.
The retirement thoughts weren't linked in with that.
And what were they linked with?
Something I want to earn down the road.
The issue I see with that is to have those thoughts of, oh, that's something I want to earn, is that you're planning your future around no longer being in this club. And I feel like the second you have those thoughts, you're already starting to try and progress towards leaving in some way, which I don't know if maybe my conversation after you got fucking loaded in was different to everybody else's in this fucking club, but it's I don't really remember that being a main message in being blood into the ADMC that, well, don't worry, one day as long as you earn your stripes, you'll retire. You know.
No, it's far from it.
I have some questions.
Speak out, there's nobody else around.
What is it about Ziggy and Flop? What is it about them that has just changed your entire fucking worldview? Why are they so important to you?
It sounds stupid, but I care about them. I don't really let many people get in past the walls I have up. They're some of the few people that have gone past those.
Right, and what about this group of people that are standing around you that have gotten past those walls for years and have been there for you for years? What about when Solomon also adopted you and then turned his fucking back on you? What about all the previous family and friends you had before that turned their fucking back on you? How the fuck can you let all of that fall to the wayside after all the fucking years we've all been there for you? For a brand new fucking family. Family number fucking 3, 4, 5, 10. You've had a family in front of you this whole fucking time, Rue. So explain to me what it is about these two cunts that have made you give up everything.
It's not them that's made me... I wouldn't even say want to give up everything. It's just me being selfish. Really.
You wanted it all.
You are giving up everything. You took a fucking oath. You were blooded in. You said club above all, and you're telling us there are exceptions to that.
There's no exceptions to that.
Well, then why the fuck are we here if there's no exceptions? I sat with you while you fucking cried your eyes out about Solomon. I consoled you when another family fucked you over for the 50th time. And now you're gonna let it happen again. Except this time it's gonna be so much fucking worse because you're throwing away all the people that can console you. 6 months down the line, Flop and Ziggy won't give a fuck about you, Rue. None of them will. That's the pattern of your fucking life. It's all of our lives. We're fucking here because no one else can be there for us. But yet fucking again, Rue, you're gonna be, I don't know, convinced, manipulated by two cunts claiming to be your dad when you've been down this road. How many fucking times are you gonna let this happen? You are literally on the fucking edge right now, Rue. You have a chance to turn this the fuck around. But if you jump off, there is no one left to save you once Ziggy and Flop throw you to the fucking wayside. Like, we all know this is gonna happen. They don't care about you. If they did, Flop wouldn't be putting you into half the situations you're fucking in. Has anyone in this club asked you to go after Flop? Has anyone in this club gone for Flop? What Barry just told us is fucking insane, by the way. No one in the history of this club or the last got that fucking option. I'll tell you right now, I would have fucking screamed in his face if he did that and I knew about it. He broke a rule for you and your fucking family.
I mean, even there's been several members of the club that have wanted to go after Flop for the things he has done and said, and specifically held themselves back for you because they didn't want to hurt you, because we cared about you. But you choose them over us.
I want to say sorry, but I know that's not even going to fucking cut it.
What the fuck do you mean sorry? Explain it!
I've just been fucking selfish. I've been thinking about myself.
You
You
literally
wanted to
have a chance to fix that. Like, fucking fix it then, Rue.
What do I do to fix it then?
Get rid of fucking Flop and Ziggy. Explain to the club that yes, if they threaten to the club, you'd fucking shoot them. Keep them separate from everything. Fuck, it's so fucking simple, Rue. Instead, you're standing there like you can't do anything.
It's rather simple. If I asked you to pick up your phone now and tell Flop to come here, knowing full well what awaits him, would you?
No.
That just made my vote real easy.
So, Rue, you're saying that if Flop was a threat to this club and we told you to shoot him, you wouldn't?
Direct threat like attacking club members?
Any threat at all? Going around shit-talking the patch, going around trying to fucking turn members on each other, actively holding a fucking gun, anything that threatens the safety or progression of this club.
I'd do what I could to stop it.
That you're not answering the question. Barry's had a whole fucking spiel about being silent and not actually answering the question and being honest. Would you or would you not fucking shoot him in that instance to save the club?
Yes.
Barry, stop emoting. Ooh. God damn it, Barry.
I don't know what else to say to you, Roo, if I'm being completely honest. Too many times when I see people taking that step towards away from the club, it's always come back to bite me in the ass in one way or another, right? Why do you think that happens? Every time I give somebody a chance that they spit it back in my face.
People take it for granted. Give them an inch, they take a rope.
No, Roo, it's because everybody's scared of dying. Sometimes it's better not knowing when that shit's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Ed, call Nana, tell her to put the boat at, call Benny and Nana, tell them to put the boat at the regular spawn. Give me your phone.
What?
There's no point continuing
You're
that
gonna have
conversation.
us.
I know she was saying towards the end, Edbert, that she'd shoot. At that point, I've heard it too many times before. People will just say whatever the fuck they want when they know that they're in a fucking situation like this. It's
I have her
she
phone.
was
Do
too
you
far
want it, Shay?
gone.
Give it to me. And then give Nana a ring and tell her to put the boat where it needs to be. Or Finn, actually. Finn will know what to do.
I'll go Finn.
I'm sure I can trust you guys to handle
We got
getting rid of
it.
the body, right?
We got it, Barry.
Yeah. Look, feel free to have anybody with you
Nope.
for that. Sure,
Boat
it'll
at
be
the
fine.
usual
Just
spot. No.
keep in mind, you know, this cunt.
On it.
Well, these cunts that she's got family might be
Thank you.
fucking lurking around, so I'd imagine they won't be too pleased. So I'd anticipate some kind of response from them.
Not worried about the Chihuahua.
And look, if she ends up joining that other fucking, if she somehow survives and ends up joining that other hounds group, then it just proves a point.
You say he's gonna get it done?
Yes.
I'm gonna go try relocate Sis's spots. If you need me, I'll just be there, right?
Alright.
Some time to clear my head after this fucking dog shit.
Alright.
Make sure the others, you know to be on the lookout for these cunts, alright?
Yes.
And make sure you dispose of the body correctly. I don't want another situation of
We know
somehow
the map,
finding these
Barry.
fucking...
do it. Get away from her.
Oh, I'm just getting it now.
Oh, we're already here.
Okay, I'm literally lockpicking.
Okay.
Alright, see you soon.
Yeah. Ben's lockpicking a bug right now.
It's all good.
Can you sit down, move to the back, and then...
Yeah, take a seat.
Okay. Make sure you shoot her before you drop her.
Everyone needs to stand up and walk to the front so I can grab her.
My body's already pretty cold. Thank you. Okay.
Who's gonna shoot her?
Ed. Make sure it's done.
I've known you since you fucking joined this club. I spent countless fucking nights with you in DGen. I was there for you when Solomon betrayed you. I've been a fucking shoulder for you to cry on. And after all of that, you still choose them.
I've seen you from your first day in this life, Rue. I got nothing but contempt for how you turned out.
Anything else?
I have nothing left to say to her.
I loved you. More than any fake family ever fucking did. Sorry we couldn't save you from them.
Oh my goodness, this is so cursed.